Hi there guys, Slug here with another voice commentary video after a long while. I just really got in the mood to making one, and it'll be covering one of my invasions at the end of a stream I did. This is my soul level 70 plus 8 character invading at Dragon Barracks. And I'll just try to commentate over whatever I think of during the invasion and whatnot. Right off the bat, I see that it's a party of two, one of them being an overload Phantom, so I sort of mentally prepare myself for the Phantom having a lot of spells, maybe some heals, a lot of damage overall. I thought they were in the room with a lot of barrels based on the position of the health bars, but as I managed to finally make my way to these enemies, I start to understand that this was the wrong idea. None of them are aggroed. I thought that maybe they ran on the bridge somehow, skipping the dragon fire, but nope. The position of the blue spawning in behind me clues me in that this is wrong. I then try to bolt for the bridge, but the blue activates the fire-breathing dragon, so I have to make my way with other means. I swapped to Sun Princess just to get a tiny bit of regen, but then swapped back to Cat Ring to make this small jump off here without taking damage. Now here I noticed that I actually have a co-invader. The co-invader is fighting a 1v2 in the moat, while I'm isolated here in a 1v1 against the blue. And now I hope to kill the blue as fast as possible, while the other invader will make do and survive using the enemy coverage down there, even though that enemy also has a friendly fire with invaders. Now, unfortunately, I don't manage to kill the blue all that fast. There's slight latency, but nothing too major, nothing I shouldn't be able to deal with. Quite a risky swing there into a parry attempt, but latency goes both ways, so that one actually works out for me. I managed to roll catch the blue here, but unfortunately one of the crossbow hollows denies me the finish, and then I screw up and don't unlock for the crossbow shot. Here I chug, and it's a really dumb decision on my part. I should have provided cover fire for the other red to survive for a bit longer. The blue was really far away, so there was like no immediate pressure on me to chug. I still had a lot of HP. The blue falls off here, I'm pretty sure on accident, but I decided not to pursue the 1v3 instead, just offering some harassment fire with the crossbow. We exchange a couple of shots, some of mine hit, some of theirs hit, and I decided not to pursue the 1v3 as they exit that moat area. As I turn around, there is a blue here with an immolation tinder, which is it's a neat weapon, but very stat intensive. The main thing of note here is that it's a halberd class weapon, so I need to be wary of the fact that I can tank one hit with my hyper armor, but not two. I don't have poise stat enough for that. Here I managed to interrupt the blue. He somehow manages to just phase through that one hollow's attack, but this time I'm on point with my shot timing, and I managed to roll catch them. Instead of chugging the Estus I get back, I decide to just apply some passive regen, use the Filianor weapon art, swap to Sun Princess Ring, and reload my crossbow just to be prepared, while also buying time for other invaders to get in, maybe the guy from before, perhaps some people from the chat. And I just sort of waited out. Here I pause for a bit to do just what I mentioned before. I just posted a very short message in chat saying DF. There were a lot of very capable players in chat at the time, so any of them could help, but obviously I'm also mentally prepared to fight this out one alone if need be. I stay back a bit just to observe what the party is doing. The blue was L1 waggling there in distance, sort of cocky behavior you have when at 3v1 you're sure that you're gonna win, it's only one invader, yada yada. I managed to catch a really nice ambush on the overleveled here, get third swing roll catch. Unfortunately my second swing doesn't hit him, but he's panic rolling, so it's an easy running attack finish. And here I noticed the host was rocking a quick step dagger, so I immediately go for a pivot. I try to stack the host and the blue on top of one another and play around unlocked delayed second swings so I can catch their like jump-in attempts or whatnot. I also use the hyper armor to potentially stop keep myself from staggering. Just for a change of pace, I swapped to a straight sword, faster swings, and also better horizontal coverage. Here I have used the hit stun trait on a crossbow. He did a running attack into an explosive bolt, so it's 2 free straight sword R1s for me. The blue gives good coverage to the host here, but for whatever reason the host here decides to just let me have a short bit of time with the blue in a 1v1. They were getting the sniper crossbow, I guess, so it shouldn't be too difficult for me to finish off this blue. I fire off a couple shots on him, and then swap to my hyper armor option once again, just to deal with the katana swings. Now there was some slight wonkiness in terms of connection, so I get a really weird hit there. He goes for a Hail Mary parry as I swap to a straight sword, again just swapping timings. And here I do a really quick menu swap to a scimitar because light cursors are really good against quick step spam. I also decide to heal up just in case, and it will be apparent in a moment. You'll see it over here. A Hail Mary parry with a potential Hornet dagger is something I wanted to avoid, so I start slightly delaying and slightly angling my spam. Host gets low, starts panic rolling, and I roll catch him with crossbow bolt. And here I misjudge and do a stupid cloud, which I really shouldn't have done. It's just a default. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day, everyone.